Good morning. It is Monday, January 6th, 2020, and it's time for the Monday News Brief. Hey, welcome back to another edition of the Monday News Brief brought to you by CDTTV, a part of the Central Dakota Times. I'm your host, Nate Iverson, and in this episode, we sit down with the Chamberlain School District Activities Coordinator, Mr. Bill Kurtz. Mr. Kurtz is going to be previewing the month of January now that school is back in session. Also, if you enjoy this content and want to see more of what we have to offer, we're available via our website, www.centraldakotimes.org. We're also available on YouTube and invite you to become a subscriber by searching Central Dakota Times newspaper on the platform. And finally, we're on Facebook by searching Central Dakota Times. And as always, be sure to pick up your very own copy of the Central Dakota Times newspaper every Wednesday mornings wherever newspapers are sold in Central South Dakota. Let's get to it. Well, Mr. Bill Kurtz, you made it through your first semester as activities coordinator.
Yes, I did.
How's it going?
Busy.
Yeah.
But that's good.
Right on. Makes the day go by fast.
Yes,
right?
it does. Yes,
cool.
It does.
So let's, I know we're back in school again. Let's go ahead and preview January for some activities, huh?
Next week, the 7th of January, we have a doubleheader basketball with winter here in the Armory and at the Community Center. 4 o'clock start times for those games. The 9th, the girls travel up to Crow Creek and play at 7:45 for the varsity, 6:30 for the C team or the JV team.
Okay.
The 10th, the basketball game here is in the Armory with Del Rapids. It's just a boys' game. C game starts at 5 o'clock. Saturday the 11th, the wrestlers are in Brandon Valley, 9 o'clock start time. The gymnasts are in Fort Pierre at 12, and the basketball teams travel to Eagle Butte for a 4 o'clock start.
Got the bus drivers busy too, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The 13th, we have a gymnastics meet for the junior JV meet in Pierre.
Okay.
The 14th, the basketball teams are here at home. Also on the 14th, the wrestlers go to Gregory. The 16th, the junior high boys basketball season starts.
Okay.
That's a 4:30 start time at the CCC, because that night at 7:45, we have the boys playing Todd County.
Okay.
5 o'clock for the C game, that one. On the 17th, the gymnasts travel to Madison for a meet. On the 18th, the wrestlers are in Gettysburg for a meet at 10 o'clock. The gymnasts are in Madison for a noon meet. The basketball teams travel to Bonhomme for a 5 o'clock start there for a doubleheader. The 20th, the junior high basketball boys play here at the Community Center, and I believe that's against St. Joe's.
Okay.
The 21st is the girls' basketball game against Gregory, the C game at 5:15. The boys' basketball team travels to Lenox that day. The 23rd, the girls' basketball team and boys' basketball team are both home. And then the 24th, we have the All-State Band editions in Pierre starting at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
4 o'clock, the junior high boys basketball team hosts, I think it's Miller. And at 5:30, we have wrestling here when we host the Winter Warriors, I believe. No, I'm sorry, that's our River City Rumble, so that's a whole different one. We have to amend that one out.
Oh, perfect.
All right. The 25th, we host the River City Rumble for wrestling starting at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
The gymnasts are in Rapid City at noon. One act has their home event at 4 o'clock and at 7 o'clock. Both of those will be at the high school here.
Right, and those are in the multipurpose room.
Multi-purpose
All
room,
right.
yep. That's a busy day, too. The 27th, the junior high boys are in Miller for a 4:30 start. The 28th is the Region 1 act, and that starts up at Pierre at, I believe, like 9 o'clock in the morning. 7:45 that night, the girls go to Madison, 5 o'clock start time, and the boys host Madison for a 5 o'clock start time. Then the 30th, the junior high boys host, I think it's Todd County. And then the 30th, also the boys wrestling team hosts that night's winner. Yep, that's winter. Up here's the duel. The 31st, the gymnasts are at Hot Springs for a 5 o'clock start. The basketball teams play at 6 o'clock, and that is the doubleheader. And that's the month of January.
Cool. Sounds good. And then I know I was talking to Trisha Burke, and she said they will put, the one act will post when they have their performance time for regionals, because that all depends on
where they sit in there, the draw.
So cool. Well, Mr. Kurtz, you got your work cut out for you.
Yes, we do.
Anything else you'd like to say before we go?
Just come out and support the kids. They work hard. They deserve all the support you get for all the things they do.
Perfect. And we'll also be sure to link the Cubs website for a full schedule and everything else.
It's there, and we're updating it as it goes. So.
All right. Sounds good. Mr. Kurtz, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks again for sitting down and joining us for another edition of the Monday News Brief brought to you by CDTTV, a part of the Central Dakota Times. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more of what we have to offer, we're available via our website, www.centraldakotimes.org, on YouTube by searching Central Dakota Times newspaper, and by searching Central Dakota Times on Facebook. And as always, remember to pick up your very own copy of the Central Dakota Times newspaper every Wednesday mornings wherever newspapers are sold in Central South Dakota. Until next week, I'm Nate Iverson, and have a good one.